Hey guys, welcome to the November 2020 budget review, and probably the last video that I'm going to be filming from this apartment. So sorry if it's echoey in here, but there's not anything to absorb the sound in this apartment anymore. Before I get into it today, I do want to just let you guys know that I do have a Patreon now. Thank you to everyone for suggesting that for me. As you guys know, I am now kind of going out on my own and trying to make it full-time on YouTube. While I am on my period of unemployment. And any help that you can give me is greatly appreciated. There are options as low as $1 per month. So even that would be amazing. Thank you guys for helping me do this full time. That said, let's just hop into it here. So the first thing you see here is that I didn't expect to get any paycheck because I haven't been working this month. But I do have this $97. And I don't know what that is. So my company direct deposited me money, the company that I'm technically still working for, but am not getting any hours for. And they did mail me a pay stub, but that pay stub said $150 special pay. So I don't know if it's some kind of bonus or what, or I just don't know. But this is what it was after taxes. Referral income here, I did expect to get $35 from Root, which is car insurance. And one of you, thank you to whoever it was, a couple months ago signed up for that, or at least did the test drive, and they got $35 and I got $35. So it took me a couple months to cash that out. The reason you don't see it here, I did get it, but it went into my business account. So I just wasn't thinking about that when I set the budget, but that did go into the business account, which I don't show on here because I'm trying to separate it from my own finances. That said, if you guys would like to help me out and get $35 of free money, go ahead and download the Root app. And all you have to do is do their test drive where they just track your driving style. And it doesn't matter if you sign up for them or not. You'll get $35 and I'll get $35. Other income here is kind of crazy, as you can see. Interest income is $6, most of that being from the main emergency fund. And then return purchases, $19. About $7 or $8 of this is actually from the U-Haul from me moving. They charged me for the dolly, and I definitely didn't use the dolly. I mean, it still had the seal on it and everything. So I argued that with them and they refunded me that. And then the settlement is from my car being hit a few months ago. I finally got it worked out with the companies and I ended up deciding I'm just not going to fix the car. I am going to fix the light. There were a couple of small things that were busted out that I was able to fix myself. And I replaced 2 light bulbs and I'm going to glue back together this one chunk of plastic that came out of the taillight assembly. But I thought about it. I found out for sure that in Ohio, I'm not required to do that repair. I was concerned maybe the check would not only be just in my name, but it was just in my name. So I didn't have to work that issue out. And then it came down to me thinking about, well, car is a depreciating asset. Does a cosmetic fix really matter $2,000 for me, or could I better use that money elsewhere? And so I decided to just use it elsewhere. And that's why I just deposited the check instead of actually spending the money to get it fixed. There you can see that unemployment started this month too. And that was $14.50. I get $290 a week. So that was some back pay for a couple or maybe 3 weeks in October, plus what I got for the weeks in November. And then we've got car insurance, which was right on. I did go over in gas, and I think at the beginning of the month, I wasn't sure how much to budget, but I have been making a lot of trips. Now, this gas budget does not include like 50 some dollars I paid in gas for the U-Haul to fill that back up before I returned it. This is actually just what I've used in my car. But I have taken several trips back home, and that, I guess, were just more trips than I had planned on having to take. But my gas budget will be fairly high again for December because I have until December 18th to get out of my apartment. And although there's not much in here, there's still several carloads of stuff that needs to go. Then my electric was $5 over, and I think this is a late fee because essentially I got in the habit of paying my bills every Friday when I got paid, and then I didn't get paid, like, I think the end of October was my last pay date. So I got behind on paying things because I just forgot. So I think that's what that is. Internet was right on, and mobile phone was $1 over. So that's probably some variation in taxes or something. Gas was right on. Loan was right on. No fast food, although remember, fast food, groceries, and restaurants, I am still paying using my per diem card. There's still about $275 left on that. So it's going to get me part way through December. And then I'll have to start spending actual money for food. I know that a couple of these things are where I bought groceries at Target instead of using my per diem card. And I know this included my Thanksgiving dinner, which is why this is so high. Bob Evans was the only thing open, and it was $17 a plate. So no gifts. Doctor was right on. Remember, we're cutting this next month, so that will be much lower. Rent was right on, insurance and storage. There were a lot of things, as you'll see down below, that could be classified as business expenses, but I put them more as like moving supplies and some other things rather than actual business expenses. I did buy clothes. I bought 2 pairs of jeans, and then stuff for mom is over because I paid for her storage unit, and then I paid for 2 plastic storage bins that I'm actually using to help me move right now, but they're eventually going to be used for her for packing stuff from her storage unit into it to put somewhere for safekeeping for her. So that leaves us with everything else, which this month is a lot. And the first thing you see here is auto fees and taxes. I decided, because I'm moving to West Virginia, but everything's kind of up in the air right now. I wanted to make sure that I could get my real ID, meaning the driver's license that has the star on it, in case I need to fly somewhere. And I needed to get that so they can mail it to me while I still have this permanent address. So I'm not sure what's happening in the future, but I do now have that ID. That's what that's for. And then I had quite a few car expenses come up this month. I had to buy 2 bulbs above the license plate. One burnt out and one was just kind of messed up. I had to buy 2 quarts of oil because it was low. So I added 1 quart, and then I wanted to just have another quart in the car just to be safe. And then I had a headlight burnout. So I had to buy one of those. But the finance charge, that's the interest that's accrued on my credit card. And the service fee is for the money order, one for each storage unit payment. Now, I do want to explain the $7 in snacks. That should actually be $2, but because it's still a pending transaction, it won't let me change this. Essentially, I went to Walgreens, bought a $2 snack so I could get $5 cash back because I needed cash to buy something. But again, it won't let me split that transaction here because that was just yesterday and it's a pending transaction. Then you see health and fitness here, $56. So I did buy a gym bag because where I'm going to has a gym. I just got it in the mail today. I haven't even opened the package yet, but after I ordered it, I saw another one that was cheaper online that I like too. So I haven't decided. I might send it back and get the cheaper one, but I guess we'll find out next month. And then let's do these backwards because it's a little bit easier. Moving expenses, $618. This includes the U-Haul, gas for the U-Haul, bungee cords, some things that I've bought for the new apartment. I don't think the microwave is included on here because I just picked it up yesterday. But the new apartment doesn't have a microwave, so I had to buy one for it. Um, Home supplies. This is just toilet paper. I just literally just had one thing this month I needed to get for that. And then furnishings. I bought a futon at IKEA. I actually have a futon. I'm sitting on it right now. But I've had this for 5 years, and it probably 2 or 3 months after I got it, a hole developed in the seat, and it's really uncomfortable to sit on. And there's like a broken spring sticking out of it that cuts you. So I figured I'm going to list this for free online and see if somebody will take it. And if not, I'm just going to throw it in the bulk trash area when I move. It's just not really in good enough shape to justify trying to move it. And then home. This is actually the microwave. I just went back and checked. Plus, there's like a $42 charge from Target that I actually don't know what it is because I looked back through my Target app and it's not on there. So I'm going to have to find my receipts and look back through that and find exactly what it is. But it's either something for moving or something that I needed for the apartment here. So I'll make sure that I get that fixed. So taking a look here at income. You can see that car insurance settlement, that was the majority of it. And then this is my unemployment. ODJFS is the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services that oversees that. And then other is 3%. So looking down here, this is my kind of former employer, but also current employer. Still hoping to get called back for some work, but that's that bonus after taxes that they sent me. And then the returned purchases, that's, keep in mind, $7, and some of that is U-Haul. And then interest paid is on the savings accounts. Now, the net worth, I was pretty surprised. I thought that because I wasn't working and I wasn't bringing in income or much income, plus I had a huge amount of stuff to pay for moving to the new place, I really thought that this would drop pretty drastically this month. But like incredibly, it didn't. As you can see here, the assets are actually slightly more than they were last month. And I think the debts look like they're about the same on here. But I think that this might be just slightly higher. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll see, if I can maintain that in future months, because this new place I'm moving to, my expenses are going to be cut drastically. So I think I can balance out that cut in income versus the cut in expenses. So taking a look down here at the current month, we're at November, and you do see that the assets are a little bit more than they were last month. And you do see here that the debts have decreased. The debts are down $148.59. So taking Mint's estimate here of the net worth and then correcting it, one of my investment accounts is $1.06 less than it's showing on here because it didn't sync right. And then my checking account is $206.51 less than the balance currently showing on Mint, because there's always a delay on it for some reason. Then I do have $277.67 left on my per diem card, and I have $160 in gift cards. I got an additional $5 Kroger gift card through a promotion. So I'm going to wait to spend those until I use all of my per diem. So when you add all of that stuff into this number, you get the total net worth for November 2020 of negative $143,201.41. That is still an increase in net worth over last month and another record net worth. It's an increase of $334.99. So somehow, magically, without working this month, I was able to turn a profit. So really happy about that. Anyway, guys, this has been a rough month for me, moving and just a lot of other stuff going on. Of course, I'm making videos to tell you guys about it. Got one filmed, just need to get it edited. But I will get this and the budget with me for December out to you first. And we'll have the makeup live stream for November in early December. And then we'll have an end of the year live stream as well. So look forward to that.